our weekend edition of Halton News, where we take a look back at some of the events that shaped our week. I'm Jessica Kading. Harvester Road has been closed between Appleby Line and South Service Road as the Halton Regional Police Reconstruction Unit continues their investigation into events that killed a 60-year-old woman today. Nikki Wesley reports.
There was a tragic loss of life today in front of the Fearman's Pork Processing Facility in Burlington. Halton police were called to Harvester Road this morning around 10:20 a.m. Constable Steve Elms was on the scene to provide this statement.
So first of all, I want to start off by expressing on behalf of the Halton Regional Police our sincerest condolences to the family and friends of the woman who lost her life here today. We got a call at about 10:20 a.m. For reports of a pedestrian struck by a transport truck hauling pigs in the area of South Service Road and Harvester Road in Burlington. That's in the area of the Fearman's meat plant. I can confirm that a female in her 60s has died as a result of her injuries. Our collision reconstruction unit is on scene. They're conducting a thorough investigation. We've asked that anybody that's in the area today around that time that may have witnessed the incident or has dash cam footage to please reach out to investigators. At this point, you can see behind me there's a truckload of pigs that seem to be in distress. We're doing everything that we can do to make sure that those pigs are removed from the vehicle safely without jeopardizing the integrity of the investigation.
While there is often a police presence at these protests to help regulate traffic flow, that did not appear to be the case today. Martin Phobel was a witness and saw the events unfold.
Well, I was having breakfast and I was sitting in my car. The truck was there for about 4 or 5 minutes. And all I saw was the protesters walk away from the truck. However, when he started to accelerate and turn into the entrance, you probably didn't see the one protester in front of the truck. I think she tried to get away, she tripped or something, and then she was crushed by the truck. It's very sad, very tragic. This was totally preventable. I saw everybody crying and everybody on their phone. I said, what the heck happened? And then about 10 minutes later, I finally hear the police cars, the fire trucks, the ambulance is coming. And I was surprised how long it actually took. And but eventually they came. But I feel sorry for the victims' families. My heart goes out to them. I sympathize with them. But it's really sad, you know? Didn't have to happen.
Reporting for Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.
That site has been subject to protests by animal rights activists for years. Residents and politicians have long expressed concerns about the safety of protests at such a busy intersection. The Fearman's plant was opened at that location in 1962, but obviously the city has grown and changed since then. Starting as a family business in Hamilton in 1852, purchased by Sofina Foods in 2012, Ontario's largest pork-producing facility protests at the facility have resulted in several notable incidents over the years. In 2015, protester Anita Krein made headlines when she was arrested for criminal mischief for providing water to the pigs in the back of one of the trucks as it was stopped at a red light. She was later acquitted of those charges, and in October of 2016, a truck carrying pigs overturned at the intersection of Harvester and Appleby Line. The driver was charged with careless driving in that incident. Burlington's Mayor Marianne Mead Ward expressed her condolences about the tragedy earlier today.
Today was a tragic day in Burlington where a woman who was protesting at the Fearman's Pork meat processing plant died. She was, we understand, run over by the truck that was pulling in with the new with pigs for the plant. And so there has been a history of protesting, and the police, the ward councillor, the Fearman's plant have tried to work together, understanding that protesting is a right. Under the Canadian Charter, we welcome people to express their views. We also want to make sure that they do it safely. And for the most part, the protesters have stayed on the sidewalk. And that's fine. You know, when they're keeping themselves safe, they're keeping the drivers safe, and it's not just the trucks that are pulling in and out of the plant. Of course, that's a very busy intersection there at Harvester and Appleby Line, and so we want to make sure that everyone's safe while still allowing people to express their views about the plant.
Mayor Mead Ward also spoke to us about the city's initiative in regards to Pride.
So this is my Pride, as close as I get to my Pride t-shirt. We had the official unveiling of the Rainbow Crosswalk in downtown Burlington. It's at the intersection of Burlington Avenue and Lakeshore. Just as you enter the park, it's that signalized intersection. So all of City Council came down and joined me, and special thanks to Kelvin Galbraith, Ward 1, and Lisa Kearns, Ward 2. They were instrumental in bringing this issue forward to Council, and we now have our first, but not our last. So we're really thrilled about that. We had lots of cars honking on their way by, showing support. It's a way for us to visibly show our support for the LGBTQ2IS+ community, to say that we're a welcoming and inclusive city and everyone belongs, everyone matters. So it was a nice day.
Taking a look at the COVID numbers in the Halton region now, we have 85 active cases, a jump of 2 from yesterday. When we break that down by municipality, you can see that 25 of those cases are in Burlington, 25 in Oakville, 27 in Milton, and 8 in Halton Hills. We were able to speak with Burlington's Mayor Marianne Mead Ward also about the city moving into Phase 2.
Well, I have my 5 p.m. patio appointment all ready to go at my local watering hole. I'm going to bring my daughter with me. And yes, we are now in Phase 2 reopening as of 12:01 this morning, and a number of our patios across the city are now open for business. And only outside. You can't go inside except for payment or to use the washroom facilities. But it's a beautiful day, so get out and support some of our local businesses. Yesterday at City Council, we had a special council meeting and approved a range of bylaws so that our staff can cut red tape, expedite permits, expedite processing for those businesses that don't already have a patio or want to expand either into city space. That mostly is downtown where we have on-street parking or parking lots that are close to restaurants. We've given the green light for that. And then in areas throughout the city where there are malls or plazas where the restaurants are, if they have the agreement of their landowner to use up some of the parking near their restaurant, we've made that process easy. So we've expedited it. We actually preloaded some applications on Monday before the council meeting even hit. As soon as the decision was made, signed the paperwork, and they were good to go and get up and running today. And we also waived the fees. So that was one thing that City Council could do. I'm really pleased that they supported my motion to waive all the fees related to that. So enjoy. There's lots of other things open too. Hair salons are open. I couldn't get my appointment just yet. I've got to wait a couple of weeks. You can get your nails done. You can get your nothing around the face though. So if you have a beard or you want a facial, that'll be later down the road. Malls are open. More retail is open, and I popped into a store downtown today, and everyone is taking safety precautions. They've got the glass or plastic barriers around their staff, 6 feet separation. We still have to maintain that 6 feet separation from anyone who's not in our household or in our social circle, that new term. So stay safe, wear a mask when you're inside, other than obviously at a restaurant when you're eating, but take safety precautions, and we'll be able to continue to have this new freedom while staying safe.
I was also able to speak with Burlington MPP Jane McKenna about the city moving into Phase 2 and what that means for loved ones who want to visit family in the province's long-term care homes.
No, I just think, we're mindfully watching here today with what's opening up here. And, obviously we've had lots of calls too about long-term care, and, there is going to be strictness, obviously, and there's lots of protocols and safety because we don't want to have an outbreak again. So, one of our constituents called today and was over the moon because she hasn't been able to see her mom in months and has had her COVID-19 negative, and she was going over today. So it's phenomenal. I've had a smile ear to ear all day today. So we're really looking forward to, and I'm looking forward because my kids have told me 1,000 times to put the scissors down because I've been cutting my own hair. So my hairdresser is going to die when she sees how uneven it is, but I'm actually cannot wait to go and get my hair done.
Amid the worldwide protests following the death of George Floyd in the United States, many businesses and institutions posted messages supporting Black Lives Matter and celebrating inclusive policies. Sheridan College in Oakville was no exception, but their social media post resulted in dozens of comments from current and former students alleging incidences of systemic racism at the school. Sheridan's president, Janet Morrison, has taken that feedback to heart. She shared with us the steps the school is taking to address these concerns and make lasting change.
Sheridan has, in the last few days, made a commitment to invest in investigations related to those stories that have been shared so courageously by students. Those investigations will be done by external third parties in the interim, and to ensure that our learning environments are safe for students. I'm very conscious of our duty of care to learners. So that in the interim, while those investigative processes are underway, a number of employees have been placed on leave. And I think the other thing that I would add, we recognize that this will, the last few weeks and what we've heard and our learning will necessitate a rebuilding of our relationships with our internal and external partners. And to that end, we've initiated a search for a new dean of the Faculty of Animation, Arts and Design.
I wanted to ask you if you have a message for those students directly that did come forward and those who may not have spoken up yet.
Yes, well, so, hearing the stories that have come forward, they're gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. I have been an educator for 30 plus years in the post-secondary sector. Students have heard me say again and again that they are at the center of what I do and why I have such passion for my work. Their lived experiences will continue to inform my leadership. Sheridan has acted decisively, and I would want them to know that I understand that a feeling of security and health and well-being are central to learning and to growing and to developing. And Sheridan accepts responsibility. There were failures. We failed these students, and we will do better. We've mapped a road, together. We continue to map a path forward towards positive change.
Walmart Canada is celebrating their 12th annual Cultural Diversity Day today. I was at one of the Burlington stores earlier to learn more about what this day means to the staff and customers.
Today is a wonderful celebration for us here at Walmart Canada. As you can hear, we've got the music getting piped in. We have cultural music from around the world. It's playing in 410 of our stores. Just on an average day, we get 1 million customers. So there's 1 million customers enjoying the wonderful music and 90,000 employees as well. We're operating in 410 stores and also our distribution center, so it's really great. So what's happening today? Everyone is being invited to wear cultural attire like I'm wearing here. And also our employees are getting into what we call inclusion circles, where we can share the best parts of our culture, what we're most proud of.
The store manager at the Walmart on Appleby Line in Dundas was happy to share just how much this day means to her and the rest of the staff.
I have been with Walmart Canada journey since day one at the beginning. And what it means to me and my Walmart family, we all look forward to this day to celebrate. Why? Because we get to celebrate our differences as an individual and become one unit, global unit, which is Walmart. Where else would you get this experience? This is what means to us. It's a very, very special day, the best day of the year.
Customers were also seen enjoying the experience and sharing messages of inclusivity and positivity.
Well, happy Cultural Day to everybody today. With what's happening around the world, I hope that everyone realizes no matter where you're from, we all come from a certain culture, but we're all human beings that deserve to be respected and loved. And most of all, I hope all of you can stay united, because the music here is beautiful. And honestly, I'm from Kenya, East Africa, and we live for culture. So I hope everyone has a gorgeous cultural day out there.
Thanks for being with us here on Halton News. We do need to take a short break, but up next, a look at what the Art Gallery of Burlington has to offer campers virtually this year. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Halton News. Camps across the region have been canceled this summer because of the pandemic, but the Art Gallery of Burlington has taken their popular art camp and created an online class series to help keep our little ones creating. Curator Suzanne Kartz explains.
You really can't keep artists down. One thing that they'll do is if a door closes, another one opens. And what we've done is we've taken everything online. So we can't have the creative camps that we do in-house. So we've taken it to a virtual world. So we have a variety show, and it's dedicated to keeping kids active and engaged with fun projects over the course of the summer, starting this July and August. So it's twice a week for 90 minutes. It's a live webcast, and it's hosted by an artist and a musical guest. And each episode, this different dynamic duo will walk through an art project using crafts that you can find and materials that you can find or ingredients that you can find readily available at home. So you won't have to go out and specifically get material for it. And the first episode that we have is drawing, and it's Nasra Bar is the animator and the visual artist, and is going to be joined by Nima Farazna. And Nima is an accordion player. You can find it at the artgalleryofburlington.com. The direct link is right on our front homepage.
It was a beautiful day out there today, still quite hot. Here's a look at some residents enjoying the beautiful view down by the water. Taking a look at our 5-day forecast now as we head into the weekend, you can see sunny skies tomorrow. We'll reach a high of 29 degrees. On Sunday, that's a 40% chance of rain showers, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds. And these hot temperatures are going to stay at least until the end of Monday. Clouds will clear Sunday night, revealing full sunshine skies for Monday. That chance of rain returns on Tuesday. That's a 60% chance. Otherwise, cloud cover until Wednesday. That sun will make an appearance again, reaching a beautiful high of 25. The Flamborough Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with the Hamilton Technology Centre, are hosting a webinar presented by Lift Communications on a COVID-19 marketing playbook, how to make smart marketing decisions during challenging times. This presentation will offer an overview of some simple but powerful techniques that will help guide you down the pathway to sound decisions, both for the short term and the longer term. To register for this webinar, which will take place on Thursday, July 9th from noon until 1 p.m., please visit flamboroughchamber.com. Statistics Canada released a report indicating that retail sales fell by more than 25% in April, with the hardest hit sectors including clothing and accessory and furniture stores. That number is in spite of a doubling of online shopping during that same period. North American markets gave up early gains and ended mostly lower in Friday's trading session. Here's a look at how some of our local companies performed. Thanks for staying with us here on Halton News. We'll be back with more from the Burlington Food Bank after this. You're watching Halton News right here on your TV. I'm Jessica Kading. And now let's head over to Robin Bailey at the Burlington Food Bank to find out the process of how they get their meats to their warehouses and then to your homes.
Hi, this is Robin Bailey, the Executive Director of the Burlington Food Bank. And again, just another procedural thing just to let you know, if you are receiving food from us and you're getting the frozen meats, typically the frozen meat is coming from one of the local grocery stores, who what they do is rather than throwing out meat, they wait until it's either a couple of days before their best before or right on the best before date. They then freeze it. We go with our refrigerated truck, pick it up, keep it frozen so it stays within that cold chain, and then we redistribute to clients here in Burlington. So if you're getting it, you either want to use it right away, or make sure you put it right back in their freezer so that you can keep it frozen. We want to make sure that it stays within that cold chain so it's still safe and healthy for you to eat. Last weekend on the Saturday, we had the Great Gift of Giving Back food bank or food drive for all of the various charities. And we had one thing that happened to us that we wanted to share leading into Father's Day. So first off, happy Father's Day. And secondly, we had a gentleman pull up with his car. He's actually a Skip the Dishes driver and was looking for help for his family because he noticed that there was this food banks there and things. So we were able to help him on the spot. And it just hit me that here is this guy going around delivering food to other families. Meanwhile, he's wondering where he's going to have enough food for his family back home. So just remember that you're helping out families. And if you are receiving food from us, we're really happy that we're able to be able to support you and know that you have this entire community of Burlington behind you.
While Canada's largest Ribfest in Burlington has already been cancelled, as has the Oakville Ribfest event, Waterdown's O Canada Ribfest has decided to pivot into a virtual Ribfest so that you can still enjoy those ribs while also supporting local restaurants. For restaurants that want to participate, you'll be able to go, pick up your order, and enjoy the virtual event from home. It will take place over the weekend of June 27th and 28th. There will be live-streamed live music by popular Ribfest performers. If you're a restaurant who wants to participate, it's not too late to get involved. For more information, please visit oCanadaRibfest.ca. Milton's Mayor Gord Krantz says, while we can't safely gather in person this year for Canada Day, we can still celebrate our country as a community and remain connected online. Milton is taking their Canada Day celebrations virtual this year. Residents are encouraged to tune in to MyFM 101.3 at 11 a.m. to start off by singing the national anthem all together in unity. There will be a scavenger hunt, photo contests, games, surprise guests, and performances by local entertainers. You can join in on this online celebration on the town Facebook and Twitter accounts. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you have any story ideas, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to us via email at haltonnews@cogeco.com. We also have more content available for you online. You can visit our website at yourtv.tv and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us at YourTV Halton. For Halton News, I'm Jessica Kading, and I thank you once again for watching.